Good morning. I had this spiritual prompting to read the story of King Ahab and Jezebel because today I was going to be discussing narcissism, and in the story of King Ahab and Jezebel, you can see narcissism, the destruction, the key players, but also how God handles them. So to get to that story, we really have to take into consideration, like, what does the science say about narcissism? So narcissism is that I have had this really traumatic event or events in my life, and it has literally altered my perception. So I start at the beginning of how we arrive to sin and what it means. So sin happened when they ate from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. That means that I'm going to have good experiences, but I'm going to have evil and traumatic experiences as a part of humanity. So narcissistic traits became a part of humanity literally as soon as sin happened. The next generation, Cain and Abel, we seen envy, and then the willingness to covet and then unalive when the person has the thing that you want. With Noah and the ark, we seen using gossip to harm his own dad. And with Abraham and Sarah, we really do see the dynamic that exists in the partnership between the narcissist and the person of power. We see Lot, Abraham and Lot. We see Lot, the nephew, that his daughters and incest. The person is willing to consider incest when they can favorably gain from it. So we see that God gave a rescue option though. And that is that God came in close to Adam and Eve and he gave them animal skin. And that is that he gave them a way of repairing their belief system and their behaviors. The animal skin that God sends in for the narcissist is a person that helps the narcissist repair their belief system. The problem is that the narcissist ends up harming the person that is there to really help them. So by the end of the story for King Ahab and Jezebel, we see that God has marked them for destruction. And we really can see why that is. If I've had trauma and then this trauma alters my perception and now I start to harm and mistreat others, and then God sends me someone good to help me, and I end up harming and abusing that person, then the path for the narcissist as well as their partner is always going to be destruction, because you aren't redeemable, but at the same time, you're so destructive to everyone around you.